Today we're just going to do a features breakdown of the Weibang Virtue 77 TBO-LV. Now that's a mouthful, so let me just break down what they mean by that. 77 is the cut width in centimetres, TBO is their twin blade overlap system, and LV stands for low vibration, which is exactly what the massive engine on this machine is doing. Now, if you're a light commercial user, or you've just got a massive garden and you want a petrol lawnmower that's going to help you cover your lawn area really quickly, it's really worth considering this machine. It's packed with great features and it's fantastically well built. Having a look at the machine from the top down, at the top with your controls, you've just got a manual choke for the engine, so you can control what the engine speed is going to be. You've got a 3-speed gearbox, so it's a variable speed gearbox, and that's fixed at 3 speeds. You've got blade brake clutch here, so just to engage the blades, just flick this forward, and then pull your blade engagement separate from your engines. So it's not like most domestic lawnmowers where your top lever, the OPC, you release it and the engine stops. The engine is going to run independently of the blade, and that's the reason you've got the manual choke control here as well. So your engine control and stopping it is independent and completely separate from the operation of the blades. You've also got a parking brake on this side, which I think is a lovely little feature. And all of these controls, they feel fantastic in the hand. They're just so robust, and you can feel that this machine is really designed to take some abuse. Like everything that Weibang make, especially for their commercial line, is absolutely fantastically well built, and I hope it is coming across on the video just how much of a beast this machine truly is. Now, if we move away from the controls, you see on the handlebars here, you've just got quick release cam locks, which allow you to fold the handlebars over, or just have them mid-work to get them out of your way while you're emptying the bag. It also gives you some level of choice as to what height you want the handlebars to be, so you can make it extra comfortable as the operator. So for collection, you've got a massive 90-litre grass box, and then down here we can see our height of cut adjustment. So you've got it independent on the front and back, and you've got 15 different heights. So they've done something quite clever here. There's a little stopper, and then here you also got a nice, easily accessible and removable service cover. So if you get any issues with a belt that slips and just needs to be put back on, or even the belt needs to be replaced, it's easy to take off that cover without having to do a lot of disassembly or get the machine up onto a bench. You can see at the front as well, you've got that big bull bar that's just going to protect it if it's being taken in and out of vehicles regularly. It's something easy to grip onto the front if you need to. It's just nice to have that on there and give that extra rigidity and toughness to the deck as a whole. And the wheels as well, they're huge, they're very oversized compared to a lot of mowers of smaller or similar sizes. And on the driven wheels at the back, you've got this nice wide grip on them as well, so traction shouldn't be a problem with this machine. And to be perfectly honest, its weight gives it a fantastic centre of gravity and grounds it as well, because this thing's 98 kilograms. We'll just talk quickly about the engine that's on this. Now, this is Weibang's own design of engine. It's their XCV 300 engine. It's a 300cc engine, which is very large for this kind of lawnmower. You can see the fuel supply on it at the back here. It's huge. You've got 4 litre fuel capacity, so that's going to keep it running for a long time. They've even put on the fuel cap a proper chain to make sure you don't lose it. Like, that is just incredibly thoughtful. Now, you might think, well, why would I invest in a commercial lawnmower with an own branded engine? These engines have been specifically designed with vibration reduction in mind, compared to similar machines in their range that used engines before they introduced their VCT technology. The total vibration across the board is reduced by about 40%. What that ultimately means to you as an end user is it's more comfortable to use for longer. And they've achieved this without having the addition of consumable parts like rubber mountings, which some other engine anti-vibration systems use. And those are parts that wear with time, whereas this has been designed from the ground up to have lower vibrations by default. Another great reason to have one of Weibang's own engines is spare parts control. Now that means the manufacturer is able to easily control the flow of spare parts they've got and supply of spare parts they've got, and they're not beholden to an engine manufacturer. They can't control the flow of spares. So in terms of having something when you need it in season, especially if you're a commercial user, that's a really big advantage to have a machine with an engine that's made by the same manufacturer. And if you're worried about reliability, in Weibang's own words, on their X series engines, they have had fewer warranty claims than any other engines that they use combined. So the manufacturer really stands behind this engine, and I think it looks fantastic as well. Like the spec on it is excellent. In the description there'll be a link to the product page with the full specification, and I think it's more than enough to do what it needs to do for this machine. So underneath we've got quite an interesting blade design where we've got an offset, much smaller blade. These have been very precisely positioned so that they just miss each other as they're passing. But that should mean that you're not left with any uncut areas. And this offset blade is positioned just slightly outside of the back wheel position, which means that for going along edges, it's going to be really helpful. You can get right up close to a drop order and get that cut as well. So just little things like that are the attention to detail that the manufacturer's paid. And you can just see, if you just look at the underside of this, the quality of the weld points, the thickness of the rear axle. You can see that 3-speed gearbox here is just incredibly robust. On the blades here, they've got friction slip discs, so if you catch something, you're not going to be breaking a blade boss or anything cast aluminium that has got fixed lugs that have to be in place. You've got these fiber washers here, so that's always good to see on a professional machine as well, because you never know what you're going to find in a garden that's not your own. And in terms of attention to detail, the amount of extra kit you get with the machine is fantastic. So you would expect to get your mulch plug, your side discharge chute, a spark plug spanner. That's all pretty standard. You are supplied with a set of high lift and mulch blades, so you've got those both from the start. You're not having to buy anything in addition. You get supplied with a pair of ear defenders and a pair of goggles, so you're not having to purchase extra PPE. That comes with the machine. And this one blew me away. You get an extended drain plug because of the position of the engine, because the engine's so big. You can put on the side of the engine for maintenance as well. So that is just incredible attention to detail. And for me, that's a great sign that so much thought and care has gone into the design of this machine. I think if it's one you invest in, it's one you'll have for years and years to come. So that was a brief product overview and breakdown of the Weibang Virtue 77 TBO LV. This machine has truly impressed me. I think if you mow lawns for a living and you're looking for a new machine, you want to cover big areas fast, this is an excellent choice. But even if you're a homeowner and you want one of the best pedestrian lawnmowers that money can buy, this is really worth looking into. If you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content. And please leave us a comment if you've got any questions for something I haven't covered. I'd love to answer it for you.